Very good. Hmm. So just hyper check in topics.
So where are these notes?
The notes is here.
Here?
The note is on the channel. I created before.
Here in the Jitsi.
Just
Okay, cool. All right, so we have the notes. So are we going to do a check-in?
yes.
I guess I can start. I would give myself a 2.3. And I've been working on all of these pay stops, including the taxes plan, the amendment, and the multimedia. Everything has actually been moving forward pretty well in the last 2 days. Yesterday and today, people got to work after basically nothing happening for almost 5 days. So, from everything I could see, there's literally no reason whatsoever that we were even on 100% pay stop, except that people just didn't prioritize and do work. So once we finally started doing work, it took us only a few hours, so everything's good at this point. So I think we'll be off of 100% pay stop as of around about hour 2, the beginning of the session. That's good. Also, we need to do policy training. We're starting late. So we are starting about 5 minutes late. So that is, say, 2.5 hours for starting late.
Is there a chicken?
And I'm willing to work during 100% pay stop and get the rest in, or get everything in, benefit back to benefit. Check.
Okay, who's next? Lucy, you want to go next?
Yeah. I am 4.5. I've been working on taxes. Media. And other 100% pay stop. Sure.
Okay. I'm 2.5. Working on taxes, deadlines, dating, review, this equipment setup. Yeah. Looking forward for this session. Check. Is Sandra here now or not yet? Okay.
Do you have anyone really coming?
None yet at the moment, so we'll go to our focus sergeant topics. Next up. Site containers.
Next.
So focus
Yeah.
and topics. I think we're just want to get focused on our proposal, tax plan proposal. Sandra, do you want to check in?
Sandra. Okay, Sandra.
Hi, everybody. Good
Mhm.
evening.
Yeah.
Yes, can you please check in?
Yeah, I don't have the notes.
I can
The
send
notes. The
you.
notes is in Jitsi.
Okay, okay. Um,
I'll take note for you.
yes, I'll just check in now. I'll
Mhm.
be taking 5.
Mhm. It's very cold.
I wanna be working on multimedia today, and I'm really need to work on 100% pay stuff to get the rest on back pay. I'm on full 1.5x. Was working on frequency review last night. Mm, I'm hoping for a good session tonight as well. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nobody else. Okay. Focus topics. Second topics. Media.
Mm, mm, mm,
So
Focus.
I would propose that our first topic would be on the tax plan proposal.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. Mhm. Tax plan. Okay, and the object. Okay, so tax plan, then view up, and then number two will be prevent 100 paste. Make sure we don't go back. And then view up again. Any objections to these two topics? First two topics.
No objections for me.
Okay, we gotta make a tab. Yeah.
No objection for me as well.
Topic. Ah, topic one. Ay, Lord. Tax plan. Proposal. Tax plan. Okay. Okay, our tab is ready. Where is it? What happened to our tab?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to our tab? Who deleted
Any
it?
problem?
Somebody deleted
Not me.
the tab that I created.
So
I don't know.
Topic,
I was creating and you're
topic
creating,
one.
so I deleted mine.
I
Tax plan. Okay,
think
wait.
that was by mistake.
Okay, it's here. It's here.
So,
See na.
Joyce, when you created the tab, did you tell everybody you're creating it?
Yes,
Oh, yes, I said I will create.
Okay.
I asked if no objection, so I can create. I said that. After saying no objection, I
So,
create.
Sandra, if you didn't communicate that you're making the tab, then you should do policy training 0.1 hours, right? You always want to communicate. Hey, what's up?
What's up? Taking me eight people.
what?
Okay, well, and we're here. Look, James, how you doing? Good.
Oh, Lord God Almighty.
So, are we ready for topic 1 or what?
Yes.
You said tax plan, tax plan.
So we have a proposal here, so let's just copy and paste the proposal and then we can discuss it and go from there. And mainly, I think we're just verifying, right? The proposal. So I don't know if there's any questions. Or concerns. And then we can vote.
No question really from my side.
Corporate emergency management.
So Lucy and Joyce, you voted 7.5 on the proposal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And voted
Yes.
7, I believe.
What did I?
Yeah, Sandra voted 7. So basically, just to make sure we're all on the same page, we do not want to actually take on the taxes responsibilities, right? Like nobody's taking on the responsibility of doing the taxes, right?
The taxes? I think Lucy took the responsibility, right? Lucy?
Lucy has no idea what she's doing. She can't even say what the next steps are. She has no idea. So if you want to take responsibility, you have to explain what needs to happen over the next month or two to prevent any more pay stops on taxes. The work needs to get done, right? So all that really matters is the actual work output, which is minimal. But we could start by communicating, and there's no communication so far. Like no one's communicating anything that shows that they're taking responsibility for making sure the taxes get done. And the furthest that's been had today is that Joyce said that, oh, Lucy's doing it. So for me, that's borderline policy training because you're speaking for someone else and you don't, you're not even speaking for yourself. You're saying that Lucy's doing something and you're saying the work is getting done. And so you're implying that the work is all getting done when actually there's nothing verified, right? Which is basically the same thing as saying that the work is done, right? So we're just silent. So I mean, that's just further verification that obviously no one's taking responsibility if all we have is silence when we're talking about work.
Luigi, I remember during one wrap up of our session, Lucy took the responsibility.
That's enough for you.
No, Because you're asking who took the responsibility.
I don't remember Lucy taking any responsibility. I remember her writing her name on something that said that she wanted to work on taxes without even knowing when, where, how it was going to happen, and she couldn't answer any of my questions. And it wasn't actually taking any sort of real responsibility, right? Which is why it was never green. It was like orange. But that's better than not having any interest at all. So that's why it says right here in the proposal, in the meantime, Lucy will continue to take on taxes coordination and others can step up if they choose. But being coordinating taxes is not taking on the responsibility to do the work. Do you see the difference? You just don't understand.
Yeah.
So my request is that everybody communicate based on their own interests. Like if you have no interest in doing anything in any work, Joyce, I would like you to say that. Okay? So my request is to stop talking on behalf of other people and talk on behalf of yourself. Can you do that?
Okay, Jay, I was just answering the question.
No, you weren't answering the question. You were talking on behalf of someone who is literally here right now who can answer it for themselves. And instead, we're spending 5 minutes talking about somebody who's literally right here who could just speak.
Okay.
Instead, we have silence, which is obvious. Like, why do you not care, Joyce? Like, we're sitting here asking for verification on the tax plan so that we don't end up not getting paid again. And instead of drilling Lucy and saying, Lucy, what is going on with the taxes? It's like you just don't care. You're like, oh yeah, everything's perfectly fine. Who cares whether Lucy's going to do any work or not? Like for me, if I'm the only one who cares about the work actually getting done, we are going to fail. You understand, Joyce?
Yeah, but don't say that I don't care, Jay.
Well, then say something that makes me understand that you care. Like, Lucy, why are we on 100% pay stop when you are responsible for making sure the taxes move forward? This is a major problem. That's what I would want to hear from you, Joyce. Like, if I'm the only person on the team that holds the team accountable, we are screwed. We, as a team, we have to hold each other accountable. Otherwise, no one's going to do any work. You guys get it?
Yes.
Like Joyce says, if all you're going to say is like, oh yeah, Lucy's perfectly fine, everything's perfectly fine, no one has to do any work and everything's fine, it's not holding anybody accountable and anyone can do whatever the hell they want to. And then I'm the only one who tries to hold anyone accountable. It's not going to work. Do you get it, Lucy? I mean,
Yeah.
Joyce, do you understand, Joyce?
Yeah.
So why don't you try saying something that actually will get work done? Every time you say, oh yeah, Lucy's got this all under control, then Sandra and everybody else on the team and everyone else watching is going to be like, okay, no one has to step up and do anything. So again, that's against policy 0.1 hours because it's saying that everything's done. And instead you should say literally the exact opposite. Nobody's been obviously doing the taxes. Nobody's stepping up to do it. There's a major problem. Somebody needs to step up and work on taxes. Then actually taxes might get done. So if we move forward into this tax plan and the first thing everyone's going to say, that comes out of their mouth, like Joyce, is like, oh yeah, everything's taken care of. Lucy's doing it. Everyone else is doing it. No problem. No one has to do any work. No one has to step up because it's already been taken care of. That's exactly a recipe for failure.
I don't know. That's not what I meant a while ago, Jay. You were asking who took responsibility. So I answered based from the session that we had last time.
No, but that's not what I said. I said, are we all clear that nobody is taking any responsibility? That's what I said. And you said, no, someone is taking responsibility. You corrected me, right? You said that I was wrong in what I said because I said nobody is taking responsibility. And you said, no, Lucy's taking responsibility. So you were saying that what I was saying was wrong and incorrect. So maybe we have a disagreement of communication and we should start over. Because I don't remember ever asking a question of who's taking on responsibility. I was just verifying in this proposal that we all agree that nobody's taking responsibility. For me, there's a difference. Do you see the difference?
Okay, maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, okay, good. So again, my concern in the details of the proposal, which is line 8, is we still do not have a clear plan for how taxes work is going to get done by the deadline because no one's taking on any clear responsibility for completing the taxes over the next month. That's the proposal. So do you guys understand what the outcome of the proposal is?
Yeah, we need to have a clear plan for how the tax work is going to go.
Yes.
No, we don't have a clear plan. If you want to create a clear plan to get the taxes work done, then we're going to stay on 100% pay stop. This proposal to get up off 100% pay stop is recruitment and hiring somebody else who's going to do the taxes. That's the proposal. Do you guys understand the proposal? It makes it very clear we have an emergency meeting to retroactively initiate a mini recruitment on taxes coordination to find someone who will do the taxes. Because no one wants to do it. That's the proposal. You guys not understand that?
Yeah, we understand.
We understand.
Yeah, so you guys are this continuing in my perspective, is complete insanity, where literally the proposal we've been going over for the last 2 days is that nobody is doing the work, nobody is stepping up to do anything related to taxes that you are hired to do, and instead we are going to hire someone else and fire whoever doesn't want to do the work. And instead at this session, which is the emergency session to figure out how to get the work done, I'm just getting more of like, oh, everything's fine, someone's taking care of it, Lucy's taking care of it, everything, nothing. And it's like guys, you guys don't even understand what's going on. It's as if it's just completely like I'm talking apples and you guys are talking oranges.
Yeah, I think we are on the same page. We start the session, then
You can just
the
speak for
question,
yourself.
you ask the question. So
Like
I think
we should all
we
just
are
speak for
now as
yourself.
a team. Let's
Can
figure
you just
out.
talk to yourself? That's my request.
Pardon?
My request is just to speak for yourself. Like you keep speaking on behalf of everyone else. Like you're saying, oh, we. Who do you mean?
Yes,
by
we
we?
work as a team. This is a team. It's not one person. It's not about Lucy only. It's not about Joy. It's not about you. It's about team.
Yeah, but the team starts with all of us as individuals taking on responsibility. If we don't, there's no team. So it's about individuals coming together and working together. So if there's nothing that you can say about your commitment, then there is no
I said
team.
I worked with you last time. I told you I'll take the commitment on taxes, and you said you cannot do all this. You said you will do this and this and this. You are assigning yourself more
Okay, but what are you
responsibilities.
going to do
And,
then?
okay.
So I don't want to hear, I'm overhearing, oh yeah, I'm going to do the work. I want to know what you're going to do. If you can't tell me what exactly is going to make sure the taxes get done, we're a little past the point of like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it all without having any idea of what I'm going to do. Like, it's not going to happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like like people can say whatever they want. In the end, it doesn't matter what someone says. All that matters is what someone actually does and produces for work output and deliverables. That's what matters.
Anyway, for me, I'm not professional in taxes, so maybe that is the reason I'm not gonna deliver. I'm not professional in taxes, but I can do the knowledge that I have, but I'm not the best.
Hey, Joyce.
Yeah.
What is your degree in? What did you go to school for?
Business administration.
Business administration. Okay. And Ate has done the taxes many, many, many times. Very, 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 very well. Right? So, I mean, for me, it's just like the team is perfectly capable of doing all the work. It's just people are choosing not to do it. And that's fine if people don't want to do the work and slough it all off on Lucy, but that's what's been going on for months. For months now, people have just not cared about doing the work, specifically Joyce, Ate, and others, and everything's sloughed on Lucy. That's obviously what's going on. And it's been going on for months. And so Lucy's trying to step up and do her best, but that's my observation. That's what I'm seeing, is that people who know how to do the work, who've been around for years and years and years, are just choosing not to do the work. And it's like, whatever, like if people just don't care, it's like, whatever. we can move on, but it's just sad to see. And if I'm the only one who calls people out for it, we should not be on 100% pay stop. Atay dropped the ball multiple times for not following through with her assigned responsibilities and assigned work, and nobody else cares except for me. And Atay is never going to step up and do any work if I'm the only person that calls her out for her saying that she's going to do work and then not doing it, and then us going on 100% pay stop because of it, and everything being left on Lucy's shoulders. So if I'm the only one who's willing to talk truth, that's fine. But in reality, to pretend like everyone's doing their best to get the work done is just obviously not the truth. So people can pretend all they want to, that everybody is working as a team and everything's going wonderful and everybody's putting in their best effort, but I don't believe it for a second. So anyways, as long as we're on the same page for this proposal and what it does, then that's all I need to hear. Otherwise, I need to hear what is the work that's going to get done and by when. Because I still have not heard that from anybody.
Okay.
And every time I ask, it's just silence.
I think we have to pull out.
Topic? What, Lucy?
I'm just going to tax plan and see what needs to get done and by when.
Yeah, that is called a self-driven responsibility when you get organized, right? So you want to be organized before the main session, not during and after. So that would be policy training if you're doing work during the session and you're not prepared.
I'm not doing work. I'm just searching for the link.
Okay,
No
but
work.
do we all need to sit here and wait for you while you search for a link? I think we're ready to move on. So like if Joyce, you want to add anything?
Move on.
If Joyce or Sandra want to add anything, now's the time, and then we can go on to the next topic. Sandra, Joyce?
Yes, Jay.
No, not yes, Jay. What do you have anything to add to the very, very disastrous situation that we are in as an organization? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, please.
Yeah, I don't know why you disregarding our work the past days. We've been doing it,
No,
and
the
then
past months. It's been months that Lucy's been stepping up, and you have not. You were sick. You couldn't do the work. That's fine. You're still responsible for it. It's not the last couple days. In fact, the last couple days, everybody's been doing really well. The last 2 days is the first time we've been doing good work, which I said. It's been months of problems that are the reason why we're on 100% pay stop in this situation. So don't mix up my words, right? I said exactly the opposite of what you just said. I said the last couple of days, you guys have been doing very good work, right? When I was saying the problems with you and Atay, it's been over the last 2-3 months that Lucy's been stepping up, and Atay and Joyce, who are much more experienced and have a lot more skills, haven't done the work. Right? Am I wrong or what?
I don't know, Jay. I've been not how many days, how many I don't know how many months I've not been working.
Yes, exactly. You haven't been working, which is fine. Nobody's required to work, but own it. Take responsibility for the fact that you were not able to work, and instead Lucy had to do everything by herself. That's just a fact.
Yeah, of course, Jay. I appreciate Lucy had done so much stepping up in the past months.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I thank Lucy for that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. All right, so anyways, continue. Do you want to continue?
No.
No. So you just wanted to say that the opposite of what I said, and then you want to stop.
Jay, what do you want? What do you want me to do exactly?
To say anything that you want to help us in the situation. And the only reason I interrupted was because I heard you say the opposite. You said that I said something that was literally the opposite of what I said. So I interrupted. And I apologize for that. I'm going to do policy training for it. But don't say something that I didn't say. And then I won't interrupt.
I don't know. Maybe we're just misunderstanding each other. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying that we need a plan to get the taxes work done, and we don't have one. Which just means that under our policies, we should be on 100% pay stop right now. But instead, we're going to do recruitment. So if you have anything to say regarding the proposal and what's going to happen, then now is the time to say it. Do you want to work, for example, on the new posts, like updating the posts for the taxes position and hiring someone? You want to take on that work? It's quite easy compared to doing the actual taxes. Or should I
What
just
I remember, Jay, there was a plan, there were priorities, and we put our names in there.
Okay, tell me what you're going to do. If I ask a
Yeah,
question and all I get is silence, then it's not helpful, right?
That's the one Lucy is trying to pull out to show you our names there and all
here for
the.
30 minutes. It shouldn't take 30 minutes to say a single thing that you're going to do. Nobody has said anything that they're going to do for the taxes yet. Not a single thing. It's been 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to move on if no one has anything else to say.
We scheduled with Joyce to work on legal entity
I don't know what that means.
on
I
Monday.
don't know what that means.
Legal established entity on Monday, Andromeda.
When is the, what is it? Are you talking about the new legally established entities?
According to the priorities, we assign ourselves like that. Lucy and Joyce, February
What are you
5th.
assigning yourself? I don't even understand what you're assigning yourself. What is it?
New entity, new legal.
Okay, the new legally established entities. Okay, what is the due date for that?
The due date is 13. And we plan to, we schedule to work on that on February 5th, Monday, Andromeda.
What is the due date?
13.
What does 13 mean? 13 is the due date? I don't understand.
13 of Tuesday, February. 75%. Then it's gonna be 100% on.
Where are you guys getting these deadlines? I mean, I don't know if your guys' deadlines are correct. 100% pay stop on February 13th? Where is this?
Not 100%, 75% on February 13th.
February what?
Oh my God. On February 13, there's that's the due date. It's 75%.
I look on line 25. Are you guys just making up these deadlines? Like, where are you getting this deadline from? I go to deadlines. It says February 20th.
There's the full pay stop. The initial.
Yeah, but where do you get this deadline now? Where is this February 20th deadline from? I just don't understand. It's not verified, right? Like, what is it? It says it's an internal deadline from what?
Let me tell leadership. I think from leadership. I'm not sure if it is from leadership. February.
Okay, so do you guys remember passing a proposal?
February.
Do you guys remember passing a proposal for new legally established entities?
New established entity. I remember past proposals like that. New established.
So it looks like this is to move it forward by this time. I think it's possible we already did that. So the proposal for February 20th is all we have to do is move forward the process by February 20th. But nothing has to be completed by February 20th. It just is supposed to be moved forward.
So it's not supposed to be there.
I mean, this is just this deadline is nothing has to be completed. It just says that it's supposed to be moved forward. Like it's almost like a client work plan deadline or something, that we need to have a plan or move things forward with this by February 20th, but we did that already by creating the date, right? So we didn't have a deadline at all, but now we do have a deadline, right?
Yeah.
So this is the new deadline that we created, which is here, and it's like, I don't know, it's almost like you guys don't even notice it, because I don't understand why you don't add this. It asked literally 7 times.
You know, it was on leadership. Then I don't know who deleted all the deadline on 51%. It was
I don't know
there.
what you're talking about, but the point that I'm trying to make is this proposal was made in like December, not earlier, because it was verified through a voting form, and so it could be 2-3 months old. It's on line 33. This is a very old proposal, whereas this new policy was created specifically to address the policy in line 33, which is for the new entities, and that was done in January 8th. So this was January 8th, so it's much more recent. So this is from like November, December, and this is from January. But you seem to have ignored the actual new policy we have regarding deadlines every single year for all new entities. And it's like you guys don't even know. And this is probably the 10th time I'm mentioning this. All the other 9 times that I mentioned it, you have not guessed it.
So this was wrong. Okay, let me fix it.
I would prefer you to do policy tracking or policy training. Now is not the time to fix it. Now it's time to communicate and verify. And the verification that I'm seeing here is that nobody is prepared, nobody is organized, no one has any idea what they're doing. Because the deadline for the new established entities is not in February, nor is it in May. It's actually in June. So this needs to be corrected to June 15th. But either way, it's still applicable.
And then we also plan to work with Joyce Lusate to work on taxes 1099. We scheduled on Friday,
February 1.
February 1st.
Okay, so it's wonderful that you guys are scheduling. Scheduling is extremely important, right? But it doesn't clarify the work that needs to get done, right? So you guys can spend 10 hours on something and get nothing done at all. right? So the question is, what is going to get done and accomplished by when? That's the question that's not getting answered. So all you've told me is the work that you're going to get done is to schedule and do a session and, you know, have a topic by a certain date. That's all I'm hearing, which is not the question that I have. The question that I have is, what is the work that's going to get completed, the deliverable that's going to be delivered by what deadline, and how you're going to get it done? And scheduling is just one component of how you're going to do it, but it's not going to get the work done.
Can you guide us on how the work going to get done, please?
Say what?
But for me, my level of understanding is just to assign ourselves the responsibility and carry forward until it gets done and verified. But I think we are not on the same page. Maybe you clarify to us or personally to me on how this going to be work.
Well, I think that's a good starting point. You know, that's certainly better than saying nothing. So that's the first time I've heard anybody, we're on 45 minutes now, and the first time someone has said that I'm going to follow through with the work and communicate over and over and over again until it gets done. That is excellent. Right? But it shouldn't take 45 minutes for someone to say something as simple as that. But it's certainly a good, important, essential component to getting work done. But why does it take 45 minutes to say it? Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for me, the best way to answer the question is going on to the next topic, which is the plan to prevent 100% pay stop. Why are we on 100% pay stop right now? If we can understand why it happened, and we're on 100% pay stop, and we can understand how to prevent that from happening, then maybe you would understand how to get the work done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Because we shouldn't be on 100% pay stop right now, and it's the same reason that we're going to be on 100% pay stop for taxes in a month from now. And there's no reason that we're on 100% pay stop. It's simply that people just simply don't care about following through with the work and getting it done on time. Because it wasn't a lot of work, you know. We did literally nothing the last 45 minutes. We've just been talking and did no work at all. Maybe 3 minutes of work, 3 to 5 minutes of work so far today. I would say the amount of work for this WCDC, the tax plan, was let's say 2 to 3 hours of work that we did. And maybe another 1 to 2 hours of, you know, setup or something like that. But there's just no reason to be on 100% pay stop when we had a year to plan and coordinate this. Right? When is our next tax plan due?
Let's go to
When's the next tax plan due?
the next step. For next year?
Yeah.
I think it's due, I think around December.
Yes.
Not verified.
Correct. In December. Right?
Yeah.
So when can we start working on that tax plan?
Right now.
Right now. Yeah. There's nothing stopping anyone from getting prepared for next year's taxes. In fact, by getting prepared for this year's taxes, we are getting prepared for next year's taxes, right? So we've had a year to work on this, and instead of getting it done and completed for a couple hours or whatever it needs to happen, we just didn't do it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's move forward and do something then.
And as far as just details, I mean, if you guys can't even say what the #1 top priority is for moving the taxes forward to getting the work done by the deadline, that's a major, major problem, especially for a coordinator. Because the coordinator's not even, you guys can't even do the coordination work properly, which is not even, has nothing to do with even doing the work. right? But the coordinator needs to know what the next deadline is and what the top priority for the work is to complete it. And you guys can't even say that. You guys think that it's the legally established entities, which obviously is not.
The next deadline is taxes yearly plan.
No, that we're done with that. We're saying that we're off 100% pay stop because we're gonna focus on recruitment to hire someone else. I don't think anyone's stepping up to work on that. So basically, just like pretty much a lot of other things, you guys are just saying I have to do that by myself because you don't care. You don't want to help with that, right? Nobody's helped with the RTDA recruitment in the past. No one's helping with the current RTDA recruitment deadline, and no one's probably going to help with this either unless you say something, which I've asked 3 times now. So that's the decision, that's the proposal, that's the decision, and so that's how we're moving forward. But so the tax plan is done. So then the question is, what is the next deadline? And and this is probably the 5th time I'm asking it. And
The next deadline is W2 employment and file.
Okay, that's getting a little bit closer. But again, it shouldn't take an hour to communicate and discuss these things. And if you guys think that it should, then I'm much scared. That makes me much more scared. And the fact that I'm the only one who's concerned about it is extremely scary to me. And that's where I just am jaw dropped, especially with all of the things that the back pay proposals and everything that people want to get paid for sitting around here and doing nothing for an hour. We literally have done nothing for an hour. And everybody is complaining and wanting to get paid for it and getting all their back pay. I mean, it's just like, I'm done with that. And I'm still pretty upset about that. And you guys can't even say the deadline you guys can't even say the priority that we need to work on and coordinate. After months and months of trying to coordinate the tax plan, there's still nothing, and it shouldn't take an hour. Like, nobody is concerned about that at all. I'm the only one. Exactly. So I'm ready to move on. If it's just silence, it's just totally pointless for me to be spending my time on this. And we're way over time. We need to do policy training, but nobody cares about policy training anymore. Everyone wants to get rid of the policy training, and we do too much policy training, and policy training is stupid or whatever. It's like, obviously we're over time. We're not tracking time. We're way over time. We've missed our breaks. We're not doing the recording. The rhythm. You know, like that's like what, the 120th time I'm mentioning it. Nobody cares. Why would I ever have to mention something 120 times? If you
Point
care.
of correction, Jay. You say no one cares. If I go to the channel, I announce about this the day before yesterday, today, telling people we are on 75% of W2 employment and files. I don't know why you say we don't care. We care. It's just that we are not many. We are not many. Our team is very. Our team, we are not many. We just have to count. We have this person and this person. You know, when you are many, you can say, okay, these employees are there, but we can just count ourselves.
So you think it should take an hour? So you think it's perfectly fine to take an hour to have clarity on a priority work?
I think we are just learning.
Exactly. So until you stop learning and get the work done, it's perfectly fine for me to say that there's a problem. Because we can't endlessly learn forever and never get the work done and then want to get paid all the money. It's not going to work. So I think we should just move on, and like, we have agreement on this. Let's get the work done for the taxes. I don't see what else there is to talk about. But obviously we need to work on the 1099s as the next deadline. That is obvious. And I should not be the one saying that.
Honestly, Jamie, I don't know what to say, because 1099, I told you are going to work with Joyce and
When?
but you say,
When?
even we indicate the date there, I don't know.
When did you
We
say that?
indicate we are going to work on February 1st. If that
When
date
did you
failed,
say that?
then
When did you say
we
that?
are
You
held
just said that you said that.
responsible.
When did you say it?
I just said a few minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. It took an hour to say the priority that you need to be working on. It shouldn't take that long. You guys think it's perfectly fine that it's perfect. Oh, I'm just learning and da 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 da. And Jay is out of control. That's how it feels right now. You know, it's like, why are you guys justifying and saying it's perfectly fine to take an hour, skip breaks, not do all of the, assigned responsibilities, and then complain about it afterwards and then yell at me? I mean, I just don't understand. Like, let's just move on. Right? You guys obviously have scheduled some sessions for taxes. That's great. I think that's wonderful. I don't know why we didn't start with that. This is not my responsibility, right? This entire topic should started with me shutting up and hearing the plan that you guys are presenting in your schedule and what you're going to get done in the next week or two. I shouldn't have to say anything. Instead, it's just silence and silence and more silence, and I have to ask question after question after question, and it took an hour to get the information that I'm looking for. Right? So instead, Lucy, you said nothing. Joyce is the one who talked, and she talked for you at the beginning of the session.
Oh my God, I think you are asking the question and Joyce respond. I cannot just jump in. I have to let one person at a time, sure. She's have to speak, then I speak. I cannot cut her. Why? She has to finish with
Because
her, then I
if
also
you know
respond.
that she's not talking for you, then you should be the one cutting her off and getting to the work, not me. Cut me off and get focused on the work. We don't need to hear me blah blah blahing. I just want to get focused on the work. Just do it. I don't need to say anything.
And
Just coordinate the taxes.
yeah. And also, Jay, Lucy said a while ago that she's gonna pull out this list that we are looking right now. But you
I
said,
don't care
are you
about some
doing
list that
work?
someone else is looking about somewhere else. Put it on the notes and bring it into the notes. Bring it into the session. Talk about it like human beings. This is an emergency meeting. This is the verification of the tax plan to make sure our team understands it. If you can't say it with normal sentences as a human being, I am not interested. Okay? This is the final verification for the tax plan. If we can't communicate what's going to be happening over the next week or two as human beings, that is a major problem. I should not have to click on a link. I should not have to go through tons of notes. I should not have to go through spreadsheets and other links and Discord channels. You should just be able to communicate with me as a human being in 5 minutes and tell us what's going to happen, and then we move on. And you can at least start by copying and pasting the essential information into the notes. And if you want to do a review, we can do a review. But basically, all that the goal was for this particular topic was to get agreement on our plan for moving forward with taxes for the year. And this is the agreement, and we have agreement. And so that was done. So I was ready to move on. And so we have the link and we can go over it, but it's like, let's make that a separate topic. If you want to review your guys' work and you want to do a full review and actually go over it and go into the spreadsheets and review them, let's make that a separate topic and we can do a review. That sound good? I'll add it to our topics. So we want to do I don't know what exactly we'd be reviewing, but it would be like a review of, whatever thing related to the taxes. So we'd want to make very clear what exactly you want to review, which tab, what information, right? Because I'm not just going to like randomly start clicking and going through spreadsheets.
Okay, you can review, Jay, the tab of the deadlines and the column
It's
C.
going to be like the 5th or 6th time I've reviewed it. And the deadline that's
Yeah.
missing every single time is the new legally established entities.
Which one?
The one we
Which one?
already went over. That we already went over like 3 or 4 times, and I'm mentioning it now for the 5th time this session alone. And it's on line 37 of our notes. That one. Did you just not pay attention?
Okay.
Like I don't even need to look at the deadline spreadsheet because I've looked at it 7 times, and I've also looked at it today. I could glance and look at it for like 5 seconds and see the problems with it. And we've gone over this many, many, many times before. It's like the 7th time we've gone over it. And I write down in specific details, do this task and that task and add this and change that, and it still doesn't get done. Like, do we need to go over it 8 times, 9 times, 10 times? Like, if you guys can't do the work, you can't do the work. Do you see what I'm trying to say here and why I get frustrated, Joyce? Because I'm really sorry that I'm frustrated. I'm really sorry that I'm, getting all flustered, and like you guys obviously do not see in my perspective. But at the same time, this is the 7th, going on 8th, going on 9th, going on 10th time we're reviewing the deadlines, and I've gone over it over and over and over again, and the work doesn't happen. So when do I get allowed to be frustrated after that? I mean, how many times do we have to do it? 20 times, 30 times, 50 times before I'm allowed to get frustrated? Like, I just don't understand. Does that make sense, Joyce?
Yeah. Makes sense. But
Yeah.
can we... Yeah.
Like if I was doing it, it would take me like 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes of work. Instead, we're sitting here for hours upon hours upon hours, and we still can't get the 5 minutes of work done. And that's not the only work. Obviously, hours of work have gotten done. You guys have put in many, many good hours of work getting it all completed. Some 3, 5 hours or whatever, at least, of good work, right? But as far as these minor changes to complete the work, it would be like 5 minutes, and this is the difference between actual deliverables and output versus just doing work. If you can't actually dot all the T's and cross all the I's and get all the details and make sure the actual deadlines are correct, it's kind of like, you're just not finishing the work. If you want me to finish it for you, I can finish it for you. It would take me 5 minutes. But you guys have to ask me to do that for you. If you're not willing to ask, I'm not going to do it.
Yes, Jay, the column C, we need to know what needs to be done here.
What do you mean column C? What does that even
Column
mean?
C of the
That's just a list of forms. I don't understand. What do you mean? It's just a list of forms that need to be done, and then filed, and then verified. That's the work. That's the taxes. I don't understand. The
Okay,
work
so
is taxes.
yes, and we said we need to what you call that? We need to how to get the work done. We need to know how to get the work done, right? For each deadline.
And what does that mean? Like you just don't want to do the work because you want more training, or what? I'm telling you how to get the deadlines done, and you're not doing it. I told you 7 times, now going on 8 times, and you're still not doing it. So what does that mean? That you need to know how to get it done. I've explained it 8 times, and you're still not doing it. Right? You follow the
I don't
understand.
I don't know. I'm not,
I thought the meeting was to figure out on how to get work done.
What
To my
was?
mind, what I know, we are coming to discuss how can we get the taxes done, or which procedures are we going to implement so we get taxes done.
My
But the
my
communication
understanding
is a bit different right now.
My understanding for this session was to this topic was to get agreement on the proposal and certify the proposal. And it looks to me like we have agreement on it unless something has changed. And then that's done, and we're done with this. And then we need to make sure we don't go on 100% pay stop in the future. But basically the agreement is that nobody's stepping up to do the taxes to get it to take responsibility for getting the work done. And then we need to focus on recruitment. And that doesn't seem to have changed.
Yes, it's good we do the recruitment. Do you mean that the new
But
person can just...
does anyone here care that we actually get all of the taxes done by the deadline, every single deadline, forever, every year, forever? Does anyone care about that? Okay, I'm going to assume that's a yes. So, does anyone here feel that the four of us, no, the three of us, because Sandra's gone, are capable of making sure that every single tax deadline in the next month, in the next 3 months, in the next half year, in the next year, in the next 2 years, forever gets done on time, correctly, and perfectly every single time? Are we going to be able to do that with the three of us? Yes or no?
For me, no, because
No.
we cannot finish everything.
Yes, we are in agreement with that. The three of us are not able to complete the taxes. Therefore, recruitment. You get it?
I have no
So
problem with recruitment at all.
exactly. That's it. That's the decision. So all we need to do to get the talking about the taxes is never going to get them done. So all we need to do is move forward, do the recruitment. Nobody seems interested in helping out with the recruitment, so I'm going to have to do it by myself unless someone wants to step up and help with it. And then you do your scheduled tax work at the scheduled times. There's nothing else to talk about. I'll help you guys with the tax work, right? So I'm not saying that you guys are very capable. Joyce is very capable. Ate is extremely capable. Lucy, you are very capable. Between me, you, Ate, Lucy, and Sandra and Jomo, we could easily get all the taxes done. But nobody, the team doesn't care. We are not coming together to do the taxes. That is obvious. We scheduled an emergency meeting, all hands on deck. No one showed up. The team did not show up. The people who are here are not capable of doing the work. Do you get it, Lucy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. We have to move forward with what exists. And so talking about it is not going to help. All we need to do is schedule the work on the tax plan that you guys are talking about for next week and the week after. That is all great, but we still have to do the recruitment because we actually need to be able as an organization to complete the taxes on time every single month, forever. Not yesterday, not today, not tomorrow, forever. And if we can't do that with the group that's here, right now, there's nothing else to talk about. The discussion is done as far as I'm concerned. If we want to do training, we want to talk about actual specific responsibilities, we can do that. But those are a separate topic. So for me, my main issue here, the same thing with the taxes as it is with the session. The fact that you guys do not care about the policies in regarding to our time tracking and our rhythm and our topics and getting focused, that is the same problem and the same reason why we aren't getting the work done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We have to have an organized session. We need to stay on track. We need to stay on focus. We need to stay on time. We need to have the rhythm going. We need to do all these things. I'm paying you guys to help make that happen. I can't do it by myself. We all have to work together as a team to make sure our sessions are organized and coordinated and run correctly, which is why we have the setup tab with the whole checklist of everything we're supposed to be doing to do the sessions. So, I don't know how we're overtime by a half an hour. It's like 9 hours of policy training because we're overtime. 9 hours policy training for going overtime on taxes plan topic, right? But it's like no one else cares. It's like we try to do the session policy tracking and no one's going to do it because no one cares about staying on time. We're not doing the rhythm. I'm glad that Joyce did the recording. That's great. But let's do it all. Let's actually function as a team during the session, which means we're going to function as a team for the deadlines and the work. It's the same thing. There's no difference. Does that make sense or no?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know, like obviously it's been hundreds of times I have to mention about going over time and getting the rhythm going and all that stuff, but let's take a 10-minute break since we missed 2 breaks, right? So I'm also going to do policy training for missing 2 breaks, right? Missing 2 breaks, which is going to be another 0.5 hours policy training. We didn't do rhythms, so we'll say 0.5 hours for no rhythm, right? So this for me is actually more important than the taxes, because we don't run our sessions correctly, we're never going to get the taxes done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. I'm not getting any response that has.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I say yes.
Jay,
That's better.
Jay, don't
Yes,
you
that was much
don't you
better.
hear
Than,
us, Jay?
barely. It was like Joyce. I heard. Yeah. That's what I heard. I can repeat again. So I'm gonna start right now. Then end. That's what I heard from you, Joyce. Lucy
Okay, I'll make it.
said yes. I agree. I heard that the second time Lucy said that. Excellent. She communicated clearly, professionally. She said, yes, I agree. We're going to do better on our session policy training. But from you, Joyce, I heard, that's all I heard.
Okay, next time, yeah, we'll make it louder.
And professional. Communicate clearly and project your voice so that we can hear you, because doesn't mean anything. And then if we don't hear you, repeat it again and again and again until we hear you, because it's been 2 minutes now and we're still not hearing you. And do a
Let's
sentence.
take a break.
Because when you communicate with a sentence, it's much better to understand. And when you just say, okay, if there's no meaning in that, you know?
Oh, yes,
And,
Jay.
and yes, Jay is also
Understood.
like, okay.
Understood.
When someone says yes, Jay, it means literally nothing. Because it has no meaning. There's no meaning to that. I have no idea what that means. It could be, for me, yes, Jay could be, oh, you idiot. Like, yes, Jay, sure, sir, blah, blah, blah. What you say is so important, but I could care less. Or it could mean, yes, Jay, professional, sir, major, blah, blah, blah. Or it could mean, yes, Jay, you're correct. Or it could mean, yes, Jay, you're full of shit. I mean, it doesn't have any specific meaning. Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you say yes, Jay, I have no idea what you mean. It could mean one of like 10 different things. So if you communicate in a complete sentence, for example, yes, it is very important to do policy training. I will make sure that we are going to always have the rhythm going. It is very important because you've obviously mentioned that 120 times. So now for the 121st time, I will never, ever let us forget to do the rhythm ever again. That's training. So if you said that to me, I would be like, wow, Joyce, thank you. Let's never miss the rhythm ever again. That would be amazing. Our work would go a million times better. That would be the opposite of, yeah. Does that make sense? Nothing. Just nothing?
Yes, it
I'm
makes
just getting
sense.
nothing. I'm just getting silence and nothing from Joyce now. I don't know. Okay, I guess Joyce doesn't want to communicate. Whatever. So anyways, very unprofessional, but let's just move on.
Time to stretch. Please
So I
stop,
guess we're taking a break.
stand up, and stretch and move around for
10
30
minutes.
seconds.
Didn't you hear me? I said, hello?
I didn't hear anything from you at all. I heard
I
nothing.
said yes, we will have the rhythm next time and all the what's it called? Tracking of the time, organizational timekeeping. I said, you did not hear?
Great. I heard you for the first time. That's great. And you can
I
start
was
by doing this.
shouting already here. You did not hear me a while ago?
I don't know. Did you hear Lucy? I didn't hear you. I heard the second time it worked. So I don't know if you're on mute or just didn't work on your communications, but that we need to fix the communications to make sure they work. Communications is one of the hardest things for team collaboration across the world. So we always have to strive to get better. But anyways, you can go to the session policy training and you can start by tracking the training logs so that we know and verify that as we move forward. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's take a 10-minute break. So It's pretty late. Maybe we should just do bottom of the hour at this point. I don't know. Maybe 23, 24. That's it. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax. Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes. End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm back. So I think the next will be this one.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
I need to take a break. I have a family here. It's all crazy. All right, so view up. Let's get focused on the next topic.
Next topic, yes.
But I mean, minus the preventing 100% pay stop. I mean, basically, we're off 100% pay stop.
Wow.
The WPC amendment got done. The multimedia storytelling website got done as of Andromeda Hour 2, right? We just finished that. So the tax plan got done yesterday with the retroactive proposal. So we could argue that we should be off 100% pay stop as of Andromeda, as of Hydra Hour 3.5. Oh no, Hydra Hour 2.5, but I don't know. No, it would be 3.5. Hydra Hour 3.5. Oh no, 2.5? I think it was 2.5.
2.5.
Anyways,
To pause. Please stop.
under our
Close your eyes.
policies,
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Under our policies, if you go on 100% pay stop, we're supposed to actually have a plan to prevent 100% pay stop. So that's why I put that as the second topic, but I'm not super worried about it. I mean, the plan is pretty clear: schedule, do the work, follow up on it, do the recruitment, figure everything out. So, I mean, the tax plan is the plan to prevent 100% pay stop. I mean, it's the same thing. So I'm not too concerned about it. But if we want to talk about it, we can. Otherwise, we can go on to another topic and just not worry about it. Because I don't think anyone's in disagreement that the work all got done, right? Like no one's.
Yeah. No disagreement, yeah. I think we are on one page.
Yeah. So we could also discuss our our next deadline, which I believe is
Our next deadline is
75%. Deadlines review by frequency. So maybe we should talk about the deadlines review by frequency. There's the RTVA attempts.
yeah. Then we can also talk about briefly calculation for tax amendment, please.
We could do that as well. Yeah. So we have RTVA. So 75%. Let's go see if I can do. So current pay stops is 75% RTVA, 75% W-2 to employees. I don't know what that means. January 24th. I just don't know what that is or why it is.
Yeah, that is what we have. It's called W2 employees and file. I don't know about it.
75% deadlines review and getting the budget certified. Isn't the budget already certified?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure we already
It's
certified.
already certified. It's certified.
Yes.
So we have three 75% deadlines. The W-2 to employee deadline, I don't know what that is. So maybe we want to get focused on that one.
Do you have an idea on that, Joyce? W2
Breath. Please stop and get ready.
employees and file.
1, 2, 3. Exhale.
W2 employees.
Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
It's on line 29.
I think this is W8. What is W2?
Is this the form that we are filling together?
Yeah, I think.
W2.
Wait, oops.
Let me search. I don't know about that.
Where is the tax plan? 2024.
The information about WC2 said employer must complete file electronically by email with the Social Security Administrative and furnish to their employees form. Oh, that is the W2 form, wage and taxes. A statement showing the wages paid and taxes withheld for the year for each employee. Okay. How is this that going? I think what's the difference between
W2.
I think this one JW2 is the form that we do fill, right? I know that.
So do we want to make a topic?
Completed by an employee.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a topic? We're talking about outside of the topic of the policy training. Topic 0, policy training.
Topic 0. You can make this as a topic. No. Employees and file.
So they want Lucy W2. W2.
Yeah, because we are also.
You want a topic for that one, no? You want a topic for
Yeah,
that.
we are past deadline for that. We need to discuss about it.
Okay. Shall we put there? Okay, number 3.
We want to know what need to get done.
What need to
Let's do topic 2, right? Do topic 2, right?
Count. 1, 2, 2.
Topic 2 and topic 3.
Open your eyes.
Topic 2.
Yes. Yes, topic 2. Yes, sure. Correct.
Okay, any objections? So I can make it that. No objections
How
on
many
topic number
minutes?
2?
I think
How
that
many
no objection
minutes?
from it will be 12 to
Uh,
24 minutes.
okay. Ouch.
No objection. What about you, Jay?
So for me, the main thing that needs to happen is to verify the deadline. I don't understand what the deadline is and why it exists.
W2 deadline.
The deadline is showing it to you. It's on taxes.
Yeah, so let's start with that. So I agree to the topic.
It's January 20.
Yes, you agree with the topic. Let's create the topic. Can I create the tab, Joyce? Are you
You're
creating?
creating now? Okay, creating. No.
Okay, let me create the tab. That will
Okay,
be.
I will paste this
We
one.
already have topic 1. Then you should have that to be topic 1B.
Why 1B? It's
Because we have
topic 2.
topic, we have to. Yeah, it should be topic 2. Okay.
Yeah, it's topic 2.
We have topic 2. Okay, topic 2. Yeah. Okay. Topic 2.
Jay, are you okay now, Jay?
Huh?
Are you okay, Jay?
I agree to topic 2. I was waiting.
Topic employee. Employees what?
I said, are you okay now?
Okay, about what?
After taking a break, because you were
Oh yeah, taking the
you
break
got
helped
angry with us. Well.
tremendously. I'm extremely less frustrated than before the break. I'm ready to move on.
Okay.
I was pretty ready to move on after about 20 minutes, but then it lasted an hour and a half because we didn't do our timekeeping, we didn't do our rhythm. Yes, all that kind of things added to our
Time
topic.
to stretch. Please stop.
Stretch.
Stand up.
30 seconds. Stretch.
Stretch and move around 30 seconds.
Because when we were quiet, you said you are angry. Then when we are talking, you also got angry. So we don't know where to put ourselves.
Well, I know it's difficult. I mean, it's like I try to tell you what I'm looking for, and I made it very clear to Lucy that, you know, the bottom line is with the three of us, can we complete the taxes on time for the next week, for the next month, the next year, the next 2 years, the next 5 years, like forever? And the answer to that question is no.
Yeah.
The three of us can't do it. Right? So we need to do recruitment. We need to find people and build a team that is committed, who show up for emergency meetings, who are able to achieve the work. And that needs to be the priority focus. This is not personal for me. It has nothing to do with you, Joyce. You are amazing. It's nothing to do with Lucy. Lucy is amazing. Both of you are incredible. The three of us are unbelievable. We could do so much work together, right? But we can't do the taxes. And we need to figure out a solution to the taxes. You know, so I would say that besides the taxes, we can, with the three of us, you could probably do between 80 to 90% of all of the work. Let's say 85% of the work besides the taxes, we can get done. But with Tay, Jomo, Sandra, maybe one other person, we could get 100% of the work done if everybody works as a team. Right? So again, it's like I was very frustrated about this session, and I felt like when you guys were talking, you weren't understanding me in terms of like the dire situation that we're in as a team, in terms of the situation of the taxes and the 100% pay stop. But I think Lucy understands now. Finally, it took an hour, but anyways, it's just frustrating. It's annoying, and I agree. Like silence, like okay, talking is always better than silence. But then if you talk and you say something that's obviously not verifiable and is not clear, then yes, I will be responding to that in not a positive way. So it is. I agree. It's difficult situation. But it's not personal. Like you are way more capable than I think you even acknowledge for
Time to
yourself.
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And this holds me back too. Like I'm held back every day by not thinking I am as capable as I am. Right? And it gets me scared of like going on social media and talking to the public or asking for money or all of these things. It's scary because you don't feel good enough, right?
Mhm.
So it's all of us. We just get affected by that fear in different ways, right?
Mhm.
But the bottom line is that yes, we are all very capable. We can do amazing work together. Unfortunately, it's not up to us. We live in a society where we need money to survive, and so if we can't figure out how to get money from other external sources, we're not going to be successful. So that's really what it comes down to, and it is yes. But anyways, I apologize for getting frustrated and getting upset. Ready to move forward, and
Yeah, when you're getting angry, we feel we're afraid. So the more we cannot do anything, you know.
I
And
mean,
I
we talked
remember
about.
you, Jay. I remember you, Jay. You were not like this before.
Yeah, I got much more upset as of Thursday or Wednesday when everybody was like wants to do the back pay proposals. Like it was very upsetting, and I'm still upset about it. And I still like, I feel like our team is gone. So we can do more contentious situation on Wednesday and try to address the problems and the issues. But you know, I always say month after month after month, it's been 3 months of this. The only thing that can destroy us at this time is paying money out for work that's not getting done. That is the evil of all possible evils in this situation that will destroy us. And month after month after month it happens, and this week was a complete travesty and nightmare for me, where we went on 100% pay stop, and instead of focusing on the work, we focused for 2 days, 2 entire days out of the 5 days, like almost half of the amount of time for this 100% pay stop, we focused on back pay proposals. So that is not going to help us. And all of our back pay is more money that people are asking than our actual income for the client for 3 months in a row now. And that's going to completely bankrupt us and destroy us. We have no external income coming in, we have nothing. So yeah, I'm very, very concerned as of the last couple of days, and that has not changed. And the only thing I can think of that's going to fix the situation is by doubling down on our policies, doing policy training, getting more organized. And basically, we're doing topic 0 right now. We're off topic. So that would be, 0.5 hour policy training for going off topic. If we want to talk about the fear, we want to talk about addressing the issues and the back pay issues and all of the, situation that we're in, then let's make a topic and let's talk about it, if we're going to do it professionally. So I would say session policy training for 0.5 hours for going off topic during W2 topic and talking about the fear and back pay. Right? So we need to, like when problems occur and we're all over the place and there's lots of issues, we need to go back to the policies and get grounded in the policy, because otherwise they're just going to continue to spiral. But I'm very confident, Joyce, that we can move everything forward and succeed. But we have to focus on the work. We have to focus on the external income. And we're not doing that today. We're not doing that yesterday. We didn't do that on Wednesday. We didn't do that anytime this week. You know? So last week we did a pretty good job. This week has been a disaster. And today is the last day of the Gregorian week, and so let's do better next week, you know? But do you want to make a topic on this, Joyce?
No, it's okay. We just because I remember you before 2017. You were not like this. I'm just saying. But no, that's
In
nothing.
2017, we were sitting on mountains of Bitcoin and had not tons of money, but we had money, right? We had the ability to pay our bills. We were giving away free money. And then during the pandemic, we gave away tens of thousands of dollars for free just in pandemic aid and trying to help everybody we could. And then halfway through the pandemic, someone stole all of our Bitcoin. We lost over $100,000 of Bitcoin, which would now be worth over $2 million. And we got screwed. And then the fact that we even exist at all and we didn't go bankrupt is the miracle of basically me working my ass off for thousands of hours. And then everything did almost go belly up. And then we met Alberto, and then Alberto kept us going for a tiny little bit longer. And here we are today after Alberto left, right? So in 2017, we were in a much, much better situation than we are now. Right now, we are in a very bad situation that's coupled with, losing millions of dollars of Bitcoin, not having clients and income, losing our only one client, which is Alberto, and now we're spending money we don't have. We're not doing the client work. It's a very, very bad situation, and it affects my life every day. I mean, I am not able to function like in my life. I don't have the money. I can't pay the bills. Like, it's just a disaster. Like, I've got who knows how much debt and all of the bills that I can't pay. It's like, I don't know, what are you gonna do about it? But so unless we figure out a way to actually bring in money, it doesn't help me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can sit here talk all we want about everything, but if we don't talk about external money, it doesn't help my life. So anything other than external money, income discussions are irrelevant to me in my life. I need to go get a job. If I can make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, maybe I could put $10,000, $20,000 towards FQN. We could hire someone instead of me, and I just would stop working at FQN and we'd hire other people to do it. And I had to go work somewhere else. It's fine. No problem with that. But I do need to make money. Does that make sense? So I'm here on borrowed time. Like, I can't be here if we don't have any funds, because we're out of funds. There's no more money left. There's only money for people who need very little money per month. So we can hire a couple people on a shoestring budget, but that's not going to pay me. And I probably only gotten like maybe $200-$300 in the last 2 months. And that is only paying the money to Activity Team, which doesn't even pay me because we're not even doing Activity payroll. So personally, I've gotten $0 in the last 2 months. But my business, Activity Team, got a few $100s. But again, no one actually cares about my pay because we don't even pay me. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. But
So
it's just that when you are angry, the more I cannot think properly. I don't know. I'm just saying. So would you be not so angry?
You think I'm being angry right now?
No, a while ago.
Yeah, well,
And
I
many
agree. I
times.
apologize for it. It's definitely frustrating, but we need to figure out how to get the work done, or we just get continually more frustrated. Like somebody needs to be like, I would prefer you and other people to be upset about what's going on in the organization. Like the idea that everything is perfectly fine right now in the organization is extremely concerning to me. Like, look at all of our deadlines. We're not doing the work. Like, we're on 100% pace up, and now we're on 75% pace up. The work's not getting done. Like,
Anyway, Jay.
I shouldn't have to get angry about it. It should just be a concern. But I'm not hearing any concerns. Like, do you have any concern, Joyce? Or are you only concerned about me being upset about it?
No, of course, we are concerned that you have so many deadlines and it's not getting done.
Okay, let's hear it though. I would love to hear about it.
Yeah, that's the one I'm telling. I'm saying that, uh, and I don't even know how we can get it done. With so much deadline, 100%, 75%. And I think this is what I think, that the people are not coming to work because of this. I think,
Fine for me.
I'm speaking about what I think.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I feel like that's the only reason we even exist right now. Right? Because if everybody wanted to get paid for not working, then we would be going bankrupt and belly up and it would be over, right? So the fact that we're not paying people means that we still have a little bit of money left to move forward. So if people don't want to show up for work, that's actually a good thing for our budget.
Yeah, we are here. Ate and me always, even if 100 pay stop, we are here. Is that a sign? Is that not a sign that we are concerned?
Well, Ate's not here, but
No, I mean, Lucy. What did they say, Lucy or Ate?
yeah, Luthen, you're here. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Like you guys are here. This is great. And I'm ready to get focused on the work and
Okay, let's go focus. I just said,
anyways, I'll do an hour of policy tracking for going off topic, because obviously we are going off topic by quite a bit. It's continued after half hour. But it's important topic, I mean, for me, it's worth the hour policy training, because it's so important to get on the same page and have clarity on what's happening, because it's very
Yeah.
confusing.
we want to be open with you, but I don't know.
Yeah. But it's good to hear that you're concerned about it all. Like, let's figure out a solution. Let's make topic 3. I would love to start going over our deadlines review. Deadlines review, because on one hand, I agree that the deadlines are overwhelming, but on the other hand, it's proof that as a team, we are not doing the work and we're not functional, right? So we don't want deadlines that are so easy that we don't function. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The deadline should be a challenge. And if we can't get the minimal work done, we shouldn't be getting paid. Like, that's the way it should be. So we want the deadlines that we need to function and get rid of everything else, right? And if we can't meet the deadlines, it means we either need to do recruitment, or we need to focus on fundraising, bring in more money to hire more people. Whatever we need to do, we just got to figure it out. And I know we can do it. Like, the taxes, problem. Deadlines review, fundraising, bringing in money, making money, getting clients, not a problem. The 3 of us can do that, no problem. Like, we just need to do the work. Anyways, let's get into this topic 2 a bit.
Yes.
And then let's move on. Maybe we can shorten this topic a little bit. Let's do 9 to 18 minutes. That sound good? I'm going to try to set a timer because we're so bad with time. Oh my God. Timer 18 minutes. All right, so who's responsible for this? Oh, we're
Where are
also
we
at a
in?
break. So we're at a break.
Break.
Um,
Okay, let's take a break. 3 minutes.
so take a quick break, and then I don't know how we missed the break. What's going on here? It's not working. Yeah,
The rhythm's not working.
stop for some reason. I don't know why. We'll reset. Okay.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right, so quick break, 3 minutes. Let's come back and let's actually get focused on the topic. Also, I'm fine to do a topic on just like open discussion and contention, all that, but we could wait until Wednesday on that as well. Question. Jeez. All right, 3 minutes.
Okay, break.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right, I'm back. Is anyone back ready?
Hello.
Live streaming is on.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
And breath. Please stop and get
I'm back.
ready. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
All right. So who is
The next
responsible
piece.
for this topic?
I can't hear Jay. Just
You can't hear
W2?
me?
W2.
do you hear Joyce Jay?
Try refreshing.
No, he's not clear.
This. Oh, you're
Let me-
responsible for this topic, Lucy.
You said for the topic, or I think
For
we
the
are all
topic.
responsible for that. Me and
Hello?
you for that employment.
Hello, Jay.
Can
Hello?
you hear me now?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
we can
low.
hear you.
Slow? Ay, Lord.
Oh,
So who's responsible for this topic?
This one, me, where is it? W2. W2. Is it me and Lucy, right, Lucy?
I
We
think
took
Sandra was
responsibility for
writing
this.
her name to be responsible, but we can't do it.
Okay, okay.
Since it's
Sandra
not
is not here, so we can do it. Sandra is not here, so we can do. So, Jay, we want to know what needs to be done here.
Deadline.
What work? What work is
You want to start
needed?
by verifying the deadline.
Verifying the
the,
deadline. Okay.
the deadline
Let's go
showing
online.
is on
Let's go online. Deadline. Employer.
the deadline is 31st.
Okay. So
Online? You saw online?
Yes. If you click that link.
So are we doing policy training?
So
Are we
it's
doing
January
policy training?
31st.
Policy training.
Huh?
I don't
Are we
know.
doing policy training?
For
Why, Jay?
For the
no.
for the
We
deadline, right? Didn't you say that it already passed for January 24th?
it's January
No,
24,
that is
70%,
75%.
75%.
So when's the deadline? So you're saying that
January.
the 75% deadline is that we haven't gotten the work done 2 weeks before or 1 week before, or what is it?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait.
Open your
Wait.
eyes.
No.
The deadline for this is January 31. Then 1 week before is the 75% pay stop. 1 week before
Okay,
the
so this
January
is the
31.
1 week prior deadline.
Yeah.
That makes
Yes.
a lot of clarification. All right, so
Yeah.
1 week.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. So this is our 1 week warning on the deadline. That is excellent.
Mm.
That is getting. See how exciting this new policy is about getting us more organized? Otherwise, we wouldn't even think about it until after the deadline occurred. Okay, so this is all part of our taxes system. So if you look at the taxes system, you have W8, W9s, W4s, statements, and 1099s, right? So all of this is part of the same process or the same goal. And the question is, do we have any 1099s to send out? Like, who was doing this work?
Okay, good question.
Who
Nobody
was?
yet.
But that's not true.
Who is
1099?
doing 1099? Te.
Ate. All right. So again, a lot of this just comes back to Ate and the fact that Ate is not following through with her work.
Okay.
Okay. So this has been true for the WCDC amendments. Has been true for the tax plan, and it's now true for the 1099s.
FB and
Not only we just don't even know what is going on, right? But that's also partly related to Lucy not following through with your coordinator position. Is that you should be constantly talking to Ate about the status of the work that she's doing, and you don't seem to know what's going on with Ate either. So that's on you, Lucy, because you're not doing your work either, right? To
Yeah.
get the status updates. So I would say that, to my understanding, we started sending out messages to
the workers.
org leaders, but did not complete the work. So we need to review each individual organization and then verify each
Time to stretch.
individual
Please stop,
program.
stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Right, quick stretch.
Okay.
Stretch.
Okay. Just a question, for that deadline. So for that to get out of the deadline for this responsibility, what need to get done apart from 1099? Because I see 1099 is a different responsibility.
My understanding is the same thing. There's no difference. So by January 31st, we're supposed to file 1099s in W3s.
1099. Let me check. 1099.
So for one thing, we have no employees. So there's no W3s, no W2s. Like, we don't need to deal with the employees because we don't have any employees. So that's easy, right?
Yeah, this was what I'm reading online. It's about employees. So
we need W8, 9. What is
What we need to do is we need to review each individual organization one at a time and verify that each program does not have a 1099 and or any sort of other document that needs to be sent.
Okay.
let me write. Joyce, can you write? My machine is just say offline. It
What
can't
happened?
write.
What's
Spreadsheet sometime if the net is down.
I already wrote it on line 26. It's already there. I wrote it myself.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
What you want to write?
Okay, that is what I was looking.
Okay.
Review each individual organization, verify. So that means, for this WA, W9, that really not this responsibility. It's not that. It's not supposed to be, since we don't have employees.
Time
But
to
we have
pause.
employees.
Okay, so
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
so these are the list of entities, right? In
Cool.
line,
So WCTC, I believe, would be yes. So question mark for 1099s. I would say this is probably yes. BJC, no. BJC Trust, no. CCC, possibly yes as well. BLN, non. Trust, we might be a yes on this or for funds transferred from crypto to to United LLC, and then also we need to think about the funds that come in from SVG funds, right? The SVG funds I think are under Innovate United LLC, so all that needs to be verified. UTA Exponential Fund, no. WC Trust, no. What is this last one? The new entity? Obviously, no.
yeah, it copied from the entities.
So I would say all of these are potential yeses for 1099s that need to be reviewed and verified.
Okay.
So WCTC, CCC, Innovate United LLC, and UIC Trust.
Okay, then
Then
after identifying,
Also, in relationship to Innovate United LLC, we might need to pay taxes. May need to pay taxes on income from SVG, right? So we'll have to figure that out.
okay. And then the next step, J, is what?
So we can go individually per program. So for
Mhm.
WCC, we do have Evergreen, and then we have the co-op, and then I
Time
think
for
that's
breath. Please
everything.
stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
need to
So the
check.
main question with Evergreen is we want to review ledger for, payments that were made to individuals, right? So that's a process that we need to go through, and we can also email Joel, right? Email Joel, and then we can email Mel and fund transfer from crypto. Yeah, so I think that's it. So the UIC trust is just any funds that come from crypto that's overseen in trust and sent to Innovate United LLC. But it's possible that it's zero because we got all the funds from SVG, which would be income, which then would mean that we actually might need to pay taxes on that income. So we're gonna have to figure that out.
Okay, then
So I believe let me get Joel's email, and whenever you email Joel, you should always CC myself and Mel. So you can pretty much
CCC.
coordinate this all together pretty easily between me, Joel, and Mel.
Okay. CC mate again. Okay.
So I'll put that in Pinda.
Okay.
So who's gonna help make sure this all happens and moves forward?
Me? Lucy, you want to help me?
Yeah, no problem.
Lucy and
Joyce.
Where Lucy and Joyce. Lucy and Joyce.
Melissa.
So my understanding is that Tay already drafted all the emails and might even just sent some of them already, but that she didn't follow up with it, right? So again, it's the follow through where everything falls apart. So you should check in with Tay. Like, I think you don't need to redraft the emails. Like, I think the emails have already
Yeah.
been drafted and reviewed. So it's just a matter of seeing the emails and then following up with them.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Right. So then we can like start thinking about the list of potential 1099s that we're doing. Obviously, there's myself. There might be Mel. I don't know if Luisa counts. I think that she's in Italy, so maybe we can skip that one. Then we have for Innovate United LLC from Trust. There might be Mel. Oh yeah, we got Mel. Luisa, PCC. I think that's it.
1099s. Okay, and then after that, this okay, we will send the email. So, do they who needs to J?
What?
1099. So 1099 is for all these people. This J, Mel, Isa.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what we need to figure out by sending out the messages and following up the communication so we can verify the list of 1099s that need to be created.
Okay. Yeah, we will send the email.
All right. So the only other thing here, unless there's any other questions, is the deadlines, right? So deadlines. Let's check the list of deadlines again here. Because my understanding is that this deadline may not be applicable if we do all the 1099s online. So let's take a look at the deadlines again.
Yeah, like
You mean the leadership or the taxes deadline?
on taxes, of course.
Yeah,
Like
here.
W2, we got
So
the
it's
99, that one.
1099's virtual envelope copy to IRS filed by paper. 1099's IRS filed by paper. Delaware state fees. 1099 sent tax receipt and verified.
Time to take a break. Please stop.
It doesn't have
Write down
1099
whatever
filed.
you're about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Yeah, it only says by paper. It doesn't actually have 1099s filed by. Wait, what is going on? Why are the those are March 15th. 1099s filed electronically right here. Line 15. Okay. So if we do the 1099s electronically, which is how we have been doing them, the deadline is actually due on March 31st.
March 31st.
Is the final deadline.
Yeah.
Which would make the 75% pay off March 24th. Right. So I think overall this is kind of like a wake-up call and a check-in, but I don't think we're going to be filing all the documents by paper, but we are still supposed to send the employees the 1099s by January 31st. But I still don't see the January 31st deadline. Oh, here it is. Right here, January 31st. I see. Okay. So we get an extra month by filing them electronically. with the government. But we still are supposed to, we're still supposed to send them to the workers. So this should be just like send 1099s to workers by, for review and okay. So that would be by January 31st.
Yeah, January 31st.
Sending them. It's not that.
I don't know if those need to be, how those need to be done, if they're printed or how they're sent, but we could just email them, possibly. It could just be an email if we're doing it all electronically.
Okay.
Can we do them all electronically?
Yeah, we were doing it electronically.
So maybe we should just say that the 75%, let's say the 75% pay stop. Again, this is not an external, well, it's kind of an external government deadline, but it's also kind of internal, right? So this particular deadline we could change to be not 100%, but either way, why don't we just say that the criteria is that we draft estimated amount for workers. So if we could at least get the estimated amount, that I think that would be a good step. So what we would need to do is estimate amount of pay for myself, for Mel. I don't think Luisa, we need to worry about Luisa because she's in Italy. So it's just me and Mel, an odd payment. Then
Estimate amount.
Innovate United LLC. It's like how much money, if any, did the trust sell of crypto to send to Innovate United LLC? So that's something that we can verify. And then we're going to say that the SVG funds were income for Innovate United LLC. Because SVG is, I don't know. Let's take a look at SVG. I'm not sure how SVG is structured yet. Let me take a look. Anyway, so if we can just draft these estimates, I think we can get off the 75% pay stop. And then we can just send it out as a draft, and then we can finalize it by March 31st.
How can we know the estimated amounts, Jay?
Through the payrolls and the accounting, like if we go through the ledger.
Payroll for 2022, so the whole year, you will see.
Okay, you can form 1099.
Wait lang, what is this? So, is Jay here?
Yeah. So it says here that SVG does not have a cyber branch. So maybe in the future we'll add that, but let's just say that all
And 4 o'clock. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Let's just say that all the SVG income was through Innovate United LLC. I think that's the best thing to do. Cool. So how much time do we have left on this?
Let us set the time.
I think we're out of time, and we missed a break. So we do policy tracking for going overtime and missing a break, right?
I read about these
So
things.
Lucy, you haven't done any policy training. Is there a reason for that?
I'm doing it. I usually forget about it.
That's why you have to do it right away. Otherwise, you always forget about it. There's no way we're going to.
And no. And the way I'm searching for these
There's
would
another
be
0.75 hours of policy training.
policy. You know, when I'm searching, I don't always get sometimes. Is this under communication tools, Jay? Because I usually have to search. It takes time for me to do.
For what?
For policy training.
For policy training is session policy training. It's in Discord under worker communication.
Worker communication. Let me see. Workers try. Okay, communication.
Below the organizational policy training.
We need to do view up, otherwise we
Yeah,
need
let's
to do
do
more
it.
policy tracking.
Let's do view.
Let's
Let's view.
view.
Let's view up. Search above 2.5. Okay. Continue. Continue. How many more minutes to? Maybe 9 more minutes. 9 more. 2.5. Do we agree that we will continue this topic?
Yeah.
Time to pause.
Yes.
Please stop. Close your
How
eyes.
many minutes more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
What do you want to do? We're doing a view up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
view up.
she's
2.5, continue. Topic 2.5, continue W2 to employee.
I mean,
This topic, continue.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we don't need to do this during main set. We could just do a buddy team at some point. We could like get the work done. I think for me, the only question that remains is just whether or not we want to change the deadline itself.
Okay, so that's the remaining thing we will do.
so me. I
But
want to
still,
know
it-
the. We want to know the deadline. Ah, you have removed. Okay. Okay.
oh,
I think it's okay. I was to ask for deadline, but it's okay. I think Jay has correct. He put it as send 1099 to workers for review. Personal taxes. Yeah.
okay, Jay, so do we continue or just the change, move the deadline?
Can
What
we
did you say?
Well, I mean, if
continue?
we want to continue this topic, the only thing that I think is really applicable is simply like what the deadline is. Like, you know, the file with the government under our policies, anything that needs to be filed with the government, it's 100% paid off automatically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So filing with a worker, right? So this is something that we only send to the worker. We do not send it to government.
Yes.
So by definition, that's not necessarily 100% automatic pay stop. I think it does make sense that we at least estimate with the workers how much we paid them and make sure that there's communication. I mean, we're just talking about me and Mel, so it's not really a big deal, right? At this point. And we'll find out if there's any more from Joel. by communicating with Joel, although he probably is not even going to respond to us. So we'll have to look through the bank accounts and see if we can find any, major expenses that need to be considered for 1099s.
Okay. So, are we going to make this a lower percentage based up?
If we want to make a topic, I'm willing to discuss that, and then we can decide what we want to do for
Time
this
for
particular
breath.
deadline.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Yeah,
Because
that's why
there
there's
is
that's
a
why to
little bit
continue.
of
That's why we continue, right?
Yeah, let continue to
But the
review
question
about
is,
that.
what is the desired outcome?
Desired
How much
outcome
time does
to
it take?
My
maybe
desired outcome to know the amount that we can estimate for J, and already you gave us the emails. You should
Yeah,
email
so
and
I don't
see.
really want to do that right now.
Okay, let's move ahead then.
just to move the deadline or decide on
Yeah,
what
so if we want to
percentage.
just discuss the deadline, I'm fine with that. And it shouldn't take very long.
Okay, yeah, so 5
Yeah,
minutes,
12 minutes,
5 to 10,
12 minutes.
12.
6 to 12, 6 to 12. Okay. Okay, so
And then if we
agreement.
want to do topic 3 as well,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah.
we can wrap up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How many minutes for this deadlines? Maybe 10 minutes? No, 50, 50 minutes?
Well,
Or is that
Let's
enough?
just do like our normal 12 to 24, right? Because it's like
Okay,
one
12 to
segment.
24. 12 to 24. Okay. Okay.
And
To
for this one, for me, the goal is to verify that the deadlines are correct, right? Do we do that yet?
okay. To verify deadlines are correct by is this the frequency, right? Or
Yeah, by frequency.
to verify if deadlines are correct by frequency. And shall we vote also on the proposal? On the what's that called?
Well,
What
if
you
they're
call
if
that?
the if all of the deadlines are correct, then yes, we can vote on the proposals. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Do we agree on these two topics? Do you agree to continue this topic, topic two?
What's going on?
yes.
We agree, no? We agree, agree,
Strongly
agree.
agree.
Okay. Hmm.
Time to pause. Please stop.
Mr.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hello,
5.
God
Open
Almighty.
your eyes.
Okay, we agree. No objection. Okay, so how many deadline? Change the deadline. So now it's March 30. Was that? Pay stub, full pay stub is March 31, right?
Mm-hmm.
And no, no, no. The January, what you call that? January 24 and 31. That's what we're going to change, right? And also, or the March 24 and 30. And the kind of the percentage of the pay stub.
What
So what do you suggest? What percentage would
for?
I
this
don't
be
know.
for this one? For this
I
deadline,
don't know.
Lucy. What do you suggest, Lucy, about you? what percentage should be instead of 100%?
Why don't we just put some options, right? So we could say the options are sticking with the 100%, right? You could have 75%, 50%, 25%. I don't know, there's lots of other options in between.
Okay, 100%, 75.
Yeah, my option should be 55%. Or
You want
50.
55? Okay, we'll insert here.
Let's make it 55, 55 something, right?
55, about 50. 50%. And then, what else? Ay, ano ba
I
yun?
can vote like 6.
Option 6.
Then 6.5.
100%.
So this would be the deadline for January 31st deadline, right? The January 31st deadline.
Yeah. Yes.
Then 7.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
$55%. 50%.
I also noticed the deadline that are on 50. We don't really focus on them. I don't know why. We will look at
100%.
100% and 51 to 99%. Personally, I usually go there. I check these two, so it's easily for me to forget the 50%.
25%. 20%.
50%. That is why I prefer 55.
6. Okay.
So I would say that we would do the January 24th deadline would be 50%, and then the January 31st deadline would be 60%. That's what I would do. So I'm going to add 60% for option 3. Whoops. Option 3, 60%. And then like that. So that's what I would do.
60%. Okay. Yeah, makes
So that-
sense. 24.
Still okay.
Yeah. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so the proposal would be to change the 1099/W3 filing for workers or communications with workers to be 50% deadline for January 24th, 1 week running, and 60% for January 31st.
Yes.
Questions, concerns?
No questions. Or me. No
Oh,
question.
please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1,
Lucy?
2, 3.
I have no question. I'm okay.
Open your eyes.
Sorry.
Okay,
Well,
and then this would also be applicable to next year's deadlines as well, that overall this particular deadline would not be 100%. Okay, stop.
okay.
Yeah. Any concerns?
It will applicable
Any
No concerns.
concerns? No.
to the next
No.
year
Okay, so consensus.
plans. Yes.
Ay, consensus. Okay, decision. Decision. Decisions. Decisions. Up. Ayan.
Okay, so we took care of that 75% deadline.
Okay.
So that one is done. So are we ready to go to the next topic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I add this on our leadership deadline, or not yet until up?
Just change it.
It's just going to
Is
be
it there on our
60%.
leadership?
It's just going to be 60% instead of 75%.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
But then
also
it needs
say
to be added. It needs to be added to the 50% half pay stops deadlines as well. But it doesn't really matter because we're not really focusing on 50% right now.
okay. I'm adding it to proposal channel. Proposal channel.
No, that's decisions. I already added to the decision.
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay. You can go to the next topic.
Okay. Deadlines review. Okay, deadlines review. Insert link. Link.
Joyce, I don't see 1099 here
Where?
on leadership.
It's right here.
That's W2,
Line
W3.
It's line
Time for
23.
breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Yeah, line 23. It was 20, line 23. Perfect.
Oh,
And why still have tax? Is it what is this deadline, J, for line 24 after 23? Is it not the same thing we have done today?
I don't know what it is. No idea.
It is a tax yearly plan
The market
2020
is not verified.
filing and verification of the plan.
I don't know. Anyways, let's go back to our topic
Okay.
here. We're going to review the deadlines, right? We can address
Yeah.
that later. All right, so we're in topic 3 now or what?
Yes.
Yeah, we're topic 3. Pay stop deadlines by frequency. Let's verify if the deadlines are correct. Yun ba yun?
Okay. So let's list the deadlines here. Do you have a list of deadlines or should I redo it?
That one, Jay. Okay. Yeah, I have.
You have the list of frequencies or not?
Yeah, I have. Wait, just a minute. I have here. Oh, where did I put it? Just a minute. Oh, this frequencies. This one. Mm, 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 mm. Here, one time, weekly, fortnight.
Great. All right, so let's go through them. So we can start with one time. So I would say for one-time deadlines, there would be no, not verified. So then I go to half-week deadlines. So half-week
Weekly.
deadlines also not verified. Fortnight deadlines.
Time to pause. Please stop.
Wait,
Close your
we
eyes.
need to add that
Count
in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Half-week deadlines. So then we have weekly deadlines. Okay, so I think weekly deadlines is probably okay. Probably okay. There's only 2 of them, so I don't know. We can review that more. Fortnight deadlines. I can't think of any other weekly deadlines, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of fortnight deadlines. Every 2 weeks. We have fortnight bills, management status report. These are all half pay stops, but where some of these are going to be changing. 100% full pay stop every 2 weeks for deadlines updating. Yes, that is important. But that is actually, there's all the different types of deadlines updating. So you have 100% deadline updating. You've got 65% pay stop for the 51% to 99% pay stops deadlines updating. And then we have 50% pay stop for 50% pay stop deadlines updating. And then this will be 1% to 49%. And this would probably be 35%. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. Normal voting forms are every 2 weeks. But the normal voting form certification would be weekly because you have 2 weeks to do it, but we do it every week. So the normal voting form certification would go under weekly quarter pay.
It's weekly by Saturday.
Okay.
So, well, no, there's 2 separate deadlines. One deadline is the verification. The other deadline is the creation of the normal voting form. Both. Okay. So then that brings us to the every 3 weeks. Again, I don't know if I can say for certain for the fortnight deadlines, but I would say it's probably okay. So then that brings us to the 3-week deadlines. The 3-week deadlines, we have all work plan, all client plan, all eval plan. I think that's correct. So I would say this is verified. I can't think of any other 3-week deadlines. Kind of an odd deadline, yeah. All right,
Time
so then
to
we have
take a
monthly
break.
deadline.
Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right, so it's time for a break. If you want to continue, I'm going to take a break and come back, okay?
Fine.
Okay. Okay.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right, I am back.
Okay, Jay.
Ba.
Did you have dinner?
No.
Okay, maybe after this our session.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I think monthly looks okay. I mean, I don't know, maybe something's missing, but I'm gonna check out quarterly.
Quarterly.
So quarterly have bills updating. I'm pretty sure bills updating is a higher pay stop. I think we increased that. Admin fees also is client work. I think we also increased. This is all client work actually. So, oh yeah, bills updating, quarterly bills updating, quarterly bills follow through. Fundraising, team fundraising. No, this is executive fundraising, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's team fundraising. I think it's just executive fundraising. It's client work though. But I don't know the
Time to
percentages
pause.
of all of these.
Please stop. Close your eyes.
So I would say
Count.
this is
1,
not verified.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Needs
Open your eyes.
percentages. The quarterly could use some work. So then we have the half year deadlines. Oh, Venus deadlines. We have assets portfolio rebalancing is every Venus session. So this would be 110 days. I guess it would be a Venus. Venus 110 days. So I think that is actually, we do need to add in the deadlines for, so this is not verified, needs additions and percentages. Okay, half year. Also need to add in Earth questions. So half year is all the recruitment and the reporting. I don't know if the reporting has been updated. I believe we need to update reporting.
Update reporting.
Anyways, I don't know who does the deadlines updating, but I mean, it just doesn't seem like the deadlines are being updated properly or being organized properly. So I don't know. It still looks like. And then we need to add Earth sessions in there. So it's just, I think there's just more work to be done.
Okay.
So overall, I don't know. So then we have the yearly deadlines, which there's a lot of yearly deadlines. So I think the yearly deadlines is probably okay, minus that we need to verify the new legally established entities. Is that one we were having problems with? And then we need to add the Mars session. And then we've got every 2 years fictitious business name. So this is definitely not updated. No, fictitious business is every 5 years. California State of Information filing. So this is not updated properly because there's a lot more than that. So not
Time for
not
breath.
verified.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Okay, and I think we agreed that there is no tenure. So 2-year, we could add series session, and 5-year, I guess we could add Saturn. I don't know. Let's not worry about that though. All right, cool. So I think that's everything.
Wow.
So only the every 21 days has been verified, as far as I can tell. So we can go ahead and vote, but I just don't know if it's necessarily like updated properly. So what should we do?
Okay. We
And
can
I
we can
definitely
vote now and also yeah.
I would definitely add this list to the responsibility training for deadlines updating, right? Because this is really helpful for deadlines updating too, to be able to verify.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes.
So we could vote on these as is, even though they're not necessarily completed properly.
Yeah, we can vote on it. Let
So do you think we should vote on them anyways, even though it's not completed?
yes.
We can vote and let the other and we will put in the team to for them also to vote.
So my
Is it
understanding is
correct?
like
Okay.
to get the at least the 1 time and half year done, because those ones
Oh,
have nothing, right? So for the
okay.
2-year, we just need to add series. So I'll just add the series sessions. I don't know what we series Legion sessions. So I don't know. What like specific 1 time? Oh wait, you did add all the 1 time.
Time to pause. Please
That
stop.
included that
Yes,
one.
Close
but
your eyes. Count.
Did you just do
1,
this?
2,
no.
3, 4.
Since
Open your eyes.
when a while ago, Jay, before the session.
Oh, great. Okay, though it didn't come up for me, but I think that looks pretty good. I would say it's probably okay / verified, but no, it looks great. Cool. So then the half week, the thing that's missing for the half week is this is all of our payroll deadlines. So our payroll
Payroll.
deadlines
Okay.
every half week. You could put the payroll deadlines under monthly, or you could do both. You could say, okay, we have a every 3 days, 3.5 days, we have a payroll deadline. So it's technically a half week, but it's also monthly because every half week is a different
Yes.
deadline. Yeah.
Yes.
So we could also add that for the monthly. We have payroll.
Monthly also.
But I do think that the payroll deadline should also be on the half week. I mean, it's just like one general deadline. Every half week, we have another payroll cycle that it's supposed to be completed. So that's a substantial deadline. That's not an easy thing to do. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and vote. So so one thing before we vote, I want to make sure that it's clear that I want to review some policies really quick, right?
Okay.
So when we're voting on our deadlines, we're voting for a couple things. So policies related to voting on our deadlines. So the first one is obviously that we are publicly accountable, right? So that means that if we vote to get rid of deadlines that hold us accountable, then that leads to corruption, right? So if we vote against deadlines that hold us publicly accountable, that leads towards corruptible behavior, right? The second policy is that we are required to achieve the necessary work for the organization based on our resources and budget, right? So in terms of this, we can't vote based on only the existing team. We must vote based on, recruitment and potential workers.
Time to stretch.
Otherwise,
Stand up
we
and stretch and
we
move around for 30
lean
seconds.
towards corruption. So if all we do is remove deadlines to make it easier for ourselves, then we are moving towards corruptible behavior, right? Does that make sense? Right? So this
Yeah,
is not
yes.
a personal, it's not a personal vote. We're not saying like, oh, I personally think that there's too many deadlines. It's about are these deadlines necessary for the functioning of the organization, right? So the question is, are these deadlines necessary for the essential functioning of the organization? If the current workers cannot achieve the work, then they shouldn't get paid, right? So if the work is necessary for the functioning of the organization, is within the purview of the organization's resources and budget, then the work needs to get done by the deadline. Otherwise, the workers should not get paid. All right, that makes sense? And I think that lastly, that this process should involve oversight, right? So this process should involve oversight from HR board to ensure fair and equitable needs of both the workers and the organization. All right, does that make sense?
Okay, yes.
So disagreements, right? Disagreements and issues can go to HR board. Any major removals or changes to deadlines should notify HR board automatically. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is technically part of policies review. So this is all policy, right? Policies review. So every frequency of deadline would be considered a policy. All right. So I think we are good. So any other questions about the policies and what we're voting on? And the question is, do you feel that the deadlines within each frequency are correct and able to be completed by a functional team with recruitment? Are the deadlines correct for the organization? That's the question. And do we all agree with the questions are correct? It's very important that the question is the correct question, because if the
Time
question's
to
not correct,
pause.
it's easy
Please
to
stop.
manipulate the process.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So Lucy, this should be new for you. I think Joyce went over it. Do you have any questions, Lucy, or does it all make sense?
I'm just trying to digest and understand.
So that's a no, it doesn't make sense, or?
He's still understanding the one written, J. He's reading still.
Is this existing policy?
What?
The policy related to voting, is it what is just coming now or something
Yeah,
that
so
has
our
been there?
policies, we are publicly accountable, right? We are required to achieve the necessary work for the organization based on the resources and budget. So under our policies, we can do what's called going down or up levels. So under our policies, basically, if let's say we have our budget goes down or down, we need to reduce the levels, reduce our objectives, our goals, our work effort. The less resources we have, the less we can achieve, right? So as our resources go down, we can achieve less. As our resources go up, we can achieve more, we can increase levels, right? So I don't want to go into the details of how the levels work, but obviously right now we need to be going down in our levels as an organization because we have less resources, right? So for number 3, the deadlines need to be functioning for the organization if the current or like the whole purpose of the pay stop deadlines is that if the work does not get done by the deadline, that we should not be getting paid. That's the whole point, right? So that's the current policy on the pay stops, right? And then also we have a policy that says if the work gets completed, then workers can still get paid even during 100% pay, right? Does that make sense? So if the work
Yeah.
gets completed, then you can still get paid. But if the work has not been completed, then you still do not get paid. That's existing policy. The process should involve oversight. Everything, because we have public accountability, we also have internal accountability. If the workers vote to get rid of all the deadlines, that obviously would trigger a review and oversight by the HR board, right? So that's just part of our internal system. So all of these policies are existing policies. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just making it clear that this is not a process where workers
Time for
can
breath.
just do whatever
Please
they want
stop
to,
and
right?
get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
But this is where workers can say these deadlines are out of control. There's no way we
Then
can do this. Like we need to review these deadlines. And so any of these deadline frequencies, like if you were like the monthly deadlines are too much, we have way too many monthly deadlines, it's not sustainable, you would vote very low. So you would vote like a 1 to 3 would be no, right? So if you're voting a 1 to a 3, that would equal no, the deadlines are not achievable or correct, and we need to review and reconsider, change, or block these deadlines. Does that make sense? So line 40, if you're voting, if you don't like the deadlines for a specific frequency, then you can vote 1 to 3, no, the deadlines are not okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
but
So
what
then
I
whenever,
understand with the policies already like for me I feel like if I want to vote, you have to vote yes, because according to the policy it's not something that you have to vote the way you feel like this supposed to be. Already the policy restrict you on voting. It's like you cannot vote, like have freedom of voting. You have to vote
the,
based on the
the,
policy.
the question is all that matters. Do you feel the deadlines within each frequency are correct and able to be completed by a functional team? or with recruitment. Are the deadlines correct for the organization? So what this means is that the deadlines should be correct for a functional team. Obviously, we are a dysfunctional team, right? But we're not that dysfunctional, right? I would say we are over 50% functional. We are somewhere between 60 to 75% functional, right? So what we need as a team to be functional is not that much more than what we currently have. But we do have limited budgets. We are limited in hiring experienced, people who already know how to do taxes or whatever. We don't have a lot of money. So we'd rather spend the money on ourselves to do the taxes. That'd be much better than hiring some external firm that's going to charge us $7,000 a year for taxes when we can just do it ourselves and pay ourselves $7,000, right? So it's a balance. You're voting in terms of your own personal needs as a worker. You're voting in terms of our current team.
Please stop.
Right?
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So if I vote on one time, does that
Right, so
mean I agree or I disagree?
Well, here,
I don't understand. I vote one time, half time.
All stakeholders, and you want to consider all the stakeholders and parties involved, right? So you have individual workers should be heard and have their needs understood. You have the existing team have their needs and should have their needs understood. Because remember, for example, the recruitment deadlines to achieve the recruitment to recruiting new workers is going to always be based on the existing team. So the recruitment deadlines have to be based on the abilities of the existing team, not the abilities of a future team, right? So you have individual workers, the existing team, then you could have the potential new team from recruitment, right? That needs to be considered. Then you have the needs of the organization itself, right? And then you have the overall accountability to oversight and public. Right. So I would say these are the 5, needs. So you have the needs of individual workers, the needs of the existing team, the needs of a potential new team, needs of a potential new team, and the needs of the organization itself. And you have the overall accountability and oversight of the public. So I'd say these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things are all essential to consider when voting on the deadline. Does that make sense? Like it's all of them simultaneously. It's not just any one thing. And if you do not like the deadlines, you want to vote low. A 1 to 3 means no, the deadlines are not achievable or correct. Okay?
Okay. Understood. Clear. Let me vote.
Weekly. Weekly. Weekly.
Time to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Shall we take a break, then come back and wrap up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to finish my voting, so you can vote now, take a break, we can take a break, and then vote when you come back, and then we'll do a wrap up when we're done voting, okay?
Okay.
So take a break whenever you want to.
So shall we or no? Okay, let's vote first. Monthly.
Each person can decide for themselves, yeah. I'm going to vote a little bit more, let's say both come back to vote.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm back.
Okay, I'm back. Did everyone finish voting?
I'm
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
mine.
Finish.
Well, that was fast. So it looks like the only thing we don't agree to is the payroll, the half-week deadline.
Mm-mm.
So do we want to talk about that just for a second?
Yeah.
I have here. I have a week. Yeah, we can talk about that because I don't agree with that as well.
So obviously all of our payroll needs to get done every month, right? So and also we're adding, for anyone who wants to work on payroll, you can work on up to 3 hours of payroll a week, right? So you get an hour and a half per week per payroll part, right? So you get a double payroll assignment. So I mean, if 2 or 3 people working on payroll, that is let's say you have 2 people working on payroll
Time to
times
pause.
3
Please
is
stop.
6
Close
hours
your
a
eyes.
week.
Count
And
1,
payroll,
2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
that's 20 hours a week on payroll. I mean, 20 hours a month on payroll. So, yeah, we can definitely look at it, but I would say overall, the payroll deadlines are one of the harder ones to get rid of. We'll have to figure out what we want to do because if our payroll needs to happen on time, then we do need to get it done every month. Otherwise, we would need to go to like a cycle where we don't do payroll monthly, right?
Yeah.
Which is concerning.
$6.7.
But what's interesting is that every single other level of deadlines basically either barely passed or did pass. The only one that doesn't pass is half week. So we can review that for sure.
Yeah.
But I think our functionality plan is coming together, right? The whole goal of the functionality plan is that every single essential function of the organization has a deadline. And then all we have to do as a team is meet the deadlines. And if we meet the deadlines, we will be successful and we will get paid and we will have as much money as we need and everything will work out. If we don't meet the deadlines, we don't get paid, it doesn't work. Right? So that's the idea of the functionality plan. Everything will be simplified to literally just meeting the deadlines. And right now we are, I would say, above 60-70% on the functionality plan. I mean, we're almost coming together, right? But, there's still a few things that are missing, but eventually every single essential component will be included, which is so important because like before we could do all of the deadlines and then still fail because we just weren't doing the essential work required for running the organization. But now we're really close to having all of our income and other essential functionalities in our deadlines, and we will be functional as long as we meet the deadline. So I'm pretty excited about it. Our deadlines are looking really good. Obviously, need a little more organization and updating. Um, yeah, the half week deadline is a little bit intense with the payroll, but no one's even worked on payroll for like over a week and a half. I mean, since we did the upfront payroll, no one cares. It's like, oh, I got paid. Screw everybody else, Screw the token, screw everything.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Yeah, can
Right.
we do wrap up?
Yeah, I think we're ready for wrap up. Who wants to do the messaging to the team? So this should be indexed and create a voting spreadsheet for the team so that everyone can vote on this and update their votes in future moon months. Who's doing that?
Yeah, I will do index to the uh I will I will create a spreadsheet, Jay, or I just index in the
Yeah, I would
procedure.
say you want to create a spreadsheet. This is basically for monthly voting on the deadlines, priorities, and you want to have all this information and people can read about it. I mean, it's basically like a task, right? This would be a task training and
Okay.
how to do the task, and then you actually do the actual voting, right?
Okay. Okay.
And
I'll
then
be
this
there.
is going to be every single month. So every single month we are required to review our deadlines by frequency and prioritize them based on getting agreement and making changes. So for this, based on the three of us, we're prioritizing the half week deadlines for the payroll. Technically speaking, it's half week and monthly deadlines. I mean, they're both, but yeah. And what's interesting is the monthly deadlines, which also include the half week payroll deadlines, we approve. So that's interesting. Did we add the monthly deadlines yet for the payroll? Let's see, monthly deadlines. No, we haven't added them yet, but we will. So you would think that if the half week deadlines were bad, that also the monthly deadlines would be bad. So that's interesting.
We will add the monthly
Yeah.
to the payroll to the monthly. Jay, my question, where should I index better, in the pay stub deadlines spreadsheet, or this thing,
I don't understand. What?
where to index this topic? Shall I
We
index
need
it
a
to the pay
spreadsheet where
stub?
everyone can vote. We need a spreadsheet where everyone can vote.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So because you said index and create a voting spreadsheet, right? Okay, I will create
Time.
a spreadsheet.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, I'll create a spreadsheet and send to the team for voting. Just a minute, just a minute. Okay, so
All right, so we ready for wrap up?
yeah,
Okay. So the session lasted what? I
mental
would
one,
say
two, almost.
3.75.
Yeah, yes.
And this was basically an AGC main session. I mean, we can just put it under or we can just call it a buddy team. Should we just call it a buddy team, or should we put it under core team session?
Maybe body team. Body
Body.
team.
So we do buddy team. We have view up, setup, wrap up. Then we had taxes. We had taxes for we had tax planning. And then we had 1099. 1099s, W2s. And then we had the deadlines updating. Deadlines review. And then we had topic 0, tangents. Yeah, I think it's everything.
Okay, so let's see what numbers are these.
So it should be the line number. So this would be line 46. Taxes planning is.
We have
Taxes
deadline
plan is line 137. Line 137. 1099's W2s is
Time to stretch.
line
Please
121.
stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
deadline review is under which line?
It's 100 something. Where is it? Oh, no.
101 or something?
It's 101. 101.
101, I got it.
Line 101.
Then
Tangent.
tangent.
Tangent is 47. Tangent
Line
is
47.
47.
Yeah, 47.
J, Joyce, Lucy. I don't know Sandra until what time was Sandra? Okay.
I think Sandra was just like 30 minutes, not was maybe 30 minutes,
30 minutes.
or I'm wrong.
Let us in the recording. I will see in the recording.
I think just 30 minutes, not more than 30 minutes.
More than. Okay.
Because she just left the first question when Jay was asking you, and that is it.
11, 12, 1, 2, 3.75. Should be 3.
Since we are just all the same, except Sandra, we can put here J.
Should be 3.75.
Oh, how is this going to look like?
Does that seem about right? I think we're all the same. I don't think any of us
Yeah,
are
we're the
different.
same.
Yeah, only
Same.
Sandra.
So it's just Sandra yet.
Sandra can be on maybe.
2.
Yeah.
Let's review. Tangent. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, anything else for wrap? What is amper evaluation?
Yes.
Anything else, Lucy? Yeah.
Yeah. J is in out of 100% pay stop. Are we going to run the payroll?
Yeah, we can do that. Fine.
Do you have electricity? Lucy, or you
No,
are
no,
still
no,
on your
no. I'm
neighbor?
using two laptops.
Time to pause. Please stop.
I got
Close
one laptop. You
now.
know, I change. I'm
2,
changing. I'm
3,
using when
4,
this is
5.
finished.
Open your eyes.
I use another one.
Okay.
And also, next, are we going to have the session Sonics J as we agreed before? We on
What is your focus?
What did we agree?
we scheduled to have a session on fundraising Sonic.
Oh,
I don't know if I'll be able to do that today. It's definitely not the best day because it's like a Saturday. What? When did we agree on the Sonic for Saturday?
Yes. Let me open my note. Yes, somehow. I think okay.
1:36.
I assign myself these and we say the priority Lucy and Joyce Friday, Saturday, Carbon, which is yesterday we did not make it.
What is that again, Lucy? Fundraising?
Fundraising supposed to be Saturday, Sunday.
Ah,
Yeah.
Where is this? Where am I looking?
I just copy it, I put it on my priorities that I can remind.
that
Wait,
was in a session, I think, in a
that
wrap.
was in a session.
In a wrap up, no? Wait. Point,
No, let me put it on wrap up then. It was in a session.
Yeah, we did that. We did that in a wrap up.
Yeah, we did that. I'm going to transfer to put it on one time so that we can see. I pass it there. You can check it online. J under wrap up.
Okay. Zero tangents. 47.75. 3.75.
So I'm going to topic 0. Where am I going? Which tab?
The wrap up, Jay. Wrap up.
On wrap up.
Okay, so I just understand what is the agreement?
Fundraising, Saturday, Sunday,
Fundraising
Sonic.
Saturday Sonic.
Time for breath.
No, it
Please
looks a little
stop and
bit.
get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
I don't know why we would agree to Saturday, Sunday Sonic and not do Cobalt, and it just I don't know, it just seems very odd. Like I don't feel like these were like final approved sessions. I think these are just like suggestions and that we were gonna check in on them. Like did we do Friday, Saturday Cobalt grants? Did we do that?
Yesterday you did not do. You supported.
Yeah, so for me, if we didn't do that and that it was an actual scheduled session, then there needs to be policy training. And if we're not doing policy training for that, then obviously Saturday, Sunday Sonic was not an officially approved scheduled session either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we were checking in on it. I don't think it's gonna work for me, but we can check in on Discord, and I'll let you know if I make changes. But right now, it would be difficult. I would think for me, ideally, I would be and finish up now, and I would be done for the day. I would prefer almost to schedule tomorrow for Sunday if we want to do Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But otherwise, we can just
Let's
go
do it
from
Monday. Monday.
Tuesday.
Sweet.
But anyways,
Monday.
I was
So
under the assumption that after we finished the session that I would be done for the day. So I need
okay,
5
no
minutes
problem, J.
to talk to my family and like check in on the schedule for the evening because there's various things that are coming up that I need to deal with because it's Saturday, you know. What I'm saying?
Yeah, it's okay. I was just thinking if you are available, and if you are not, You can still schedule
Monday.
another.
I can make Monday, no? Monday.
Yeah.
I'll go with you Monday fundraising. Okay, so let's go.
Okay.
Have a blessed weekend, everyone.
All right, cool. So I think
Goodbye.
we're all done then. Any other last questions for me?
Good session. No.
Yes, we follow on Discord. What other question?
All
I
right.
don't know.
Well, we'll talk to you all soon. Overall, I felt like the session went okay. It was a little rocky here and there, but we did make some progress and we got off half face up. And yes, for me, the priority is not the fundraising. Let's just prioritize doing the asynchronous
Time to pause. Please stop.
back page.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So can we prioritize that instead, Lucy?
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
send me all the information on the back page, and then I'll try to do that asynchronously, and then we'll be done.
Okay. I think you and Alex, or is it correct?
So, do you mean we prioritize now or
In the
later?
Discord.
Okay, on Discord.
Send me all the information on Discord so I can make sure that we do the payments for you and Alex. I think that's it, just you and Alex.
Okay.
And then also I want to calculate really quickly our percentage pay stop for the day.
Uh-huh.
So my understanding is that we got off pay stop as of Hydra hour 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah.
So if you do that at 100%, that would be 3, not hour 1, hour 2. It would be 2.5 hours at 100% pay stop. And then you would do 24 hours minus 2.5 is 21.5 hours at 75% pay stop, right? And if you do you multiply that, let's see, it's going to be percentage equal 2.5 divided by 24 is 10% and 89%. Then you multiply this together and you get a grand total of
10%, 75%, 67,
77.
78%.
So today's pay stop was 78%, which is much better than
Why
100%.
78, Jade? 77.
What do you mean? Why is it not?
77. Maybe it's a rounding off. Rounding off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
77.6. So we can do 77.6, but it'll say 78.
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
Because round up.
Yeah. So I think we just do 78. It'll be fine.
Okay.
So that looks good. So I think that's it. So just need to finish doing my tracking. Anything else serious?
I hope we really finish this space.
Like to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay.
For me, I'm just happy we are out of pay stop, and I really wish
100%.
we are not going to be like this again. Hopefully.
100% pay stop is bad. I do not like that.
Terrible.
But at 75% pay stop is not much better. So I think I already made the announcements to the team about the pay stop being over. So I think that's already done. Now I'm updating this. So this is going to be for day 3 is 78%. And then for tomorrow, we'll be on 75%.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay now.
Yeah.
Have a
Talk to
blessed
you later.
weekend.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Blessed weekend.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Joy. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you, Joyce. We'll talk.